Oh, well, hey, man. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey. And welcome back to another episode of This is Messy. Okay. Now, shout out to one of my subscribers, Miss B. Shalom. Okay. Because she ended up hitting me up on Twitter with this particular story that we'll be talking about today. Okay. We're going to be talking about a woman that happened to be, falsely evicted from her home, I guess you can say. Okay. We'll get into all of the details. So let's talk about it. All right, y'all, as I've already said, we're going to be discussing a young lady who happened to come home to an empty home, okay? An empty apartment, not a piece of furniture or a spoon or a fork or anything in sight, okay? Completely empty. I'm going to go ahead and play the video of her doing a walkthrough in her home. Girl, she doing this walkthrough as though she just moved out and want to make sure she record everything so the rental office don't come back and lie and say that she put holes and stuff in the wall. Like, that's what it's giving with this walkthrough. So let's go ahead and check this out. And there is no sound, okay? But you can get the gist of it. She's just walking through, honey. Girl, they made this apartment move in ready. Move in ready. Girl, empty is. Girl, they was wrong for that. They was wrong for moving this woman out. Girl, they was trying. I wouldn't know how to act. I wouldn't know what I'd do, girl, if I came to the house thinking I just got off work or whatever and I'm about to go to the house and chill out and vibe after a long day. And girl, ain't none of my there. Oh, girl, let's go ahead and read the message that she put on her Facebook, okay? This is the Facebook post that the young lady put up. She says, can you imagine? I came home to a literally empty house. My house was fully furnished. Me and my kids both had queen-size beds, dressers, nightstands, lamps. I had a living room set, dining room table, food in the fridge, y'all, okay? I go to the office to figure this out. Do you know they accidentally cleaned out the wrong unit? My apartment unit is 1331. They said they were supposed to clean out 1341. I am livid, as she should be, okay? I am livid. They literally threw all me and my kids' stuff out. Like, wow. How do y'all mix up the wrong unit? Girl, that is the question of the hour. How do y'all mix up the wrong unit? The audacity. Girl, I wouldn't know what to do. Girl, let me tell you, all I hear is lawsuits. All I hear is lawsuits. Girl, y'all gonna have to pay me for my pain, pay me for my time, and you can say the book because everything is mine. Okay, and all my stuff is gone. Girl, I can't deal, honey. Let's go ahead and get into this clip real quick. All right, and hold up, I just got to go back to the fact that she go to the front office and ask these people about her stuff, and it's like in the trash. Like, what? Y'all don't know where her shit at? I can't take it, honey. Let's go ahead and let's get into this audio of her. This is after she, made her post, posted how her apartment was empty. And this is just her, talking to everybody. So y'all go ahead and check this out.
Evict me? Is that still my apartment?
No, it's still mine. It's still my apartment. I didn't get evicted or nothing like that. It's still very much my apartment. Like my name, I'm still on the lease.
They got the wrong keys. How do you do that?
They have the whole wrong unit. And then what makes it even worse, my house is 1331. You know how you get to my house and you make that right turn to pull into my parking lot? 1341 is on the whole opposite side. It's way on the I went to go find it. Like I literally cannot believe this. Like, this don't even sound real. It doesn't even sound believable.
Guess what happened? What?
She on the phone.
They accidentally cleaned Moran's apartment out. They had the wrong address.
Dude, y'all, like, when I say this is like the craziest thing I've ever experienced.
They
like,
told her they meant to go to 1341 and they went to 1331.
I'm about to explain the whole situation.
Movers to come in and clean all the stuff out.
So I don't even know how to work this.
So it's still her apartment. Her name is on it. Everything. It's just a clean, empty, vacant apartment.
Like, you know, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
the people got rid of everything.
So
now, before she get into this, did y'all hear the woman in the background? They cleaned out this girl's apartment and her name is still on the apartment. And I'm sure they're going to be expecting rent from her for the very next month. Girl, I'm not paying with all my stuff gone. This is not livable. Excuse me? And I wouldn't even accept anything that they try to offer, in my opinion, because you're not finna, don't be trying to give me no rest of the rest of my lease rent free. Or I don't want none of this, none of that. I want the stuff that I really can't get back, which is my memories, any photos, anything that I was holding on to. Girl, my kids' clothes. Like, you not finna try and sit up here and play me, girl. I would have been out that lease that motherfucking day they came and missed the threw away all my okay, girl, it would have went up on that day. For real, for real. Girl, she handling this very well for the most part, but I'm going to let her go ahead and get into it and explain what she got to say.
Saturday, I went to my house after I got off work.
Pooter's here too. They here, sitting here. But Pooter ended up going down there because Moran was on the phone and they was talking to Moran real crazy.
So, okay, I went to my house Saturday after I went to work. I had to work and I went to my house on Saturday. And I went to go get my kids' coats. Like, it was cold outside. I'm like, I'm about to run home, grab my kids' coats, and you know what I'm saying? Run out. Normal, right? Listen, when I say I walked in my house and it was nothing there, y'all, like, it wasn't like no break-in, it wasn't like no forced entry, like my patio door, all that stuff was fine, but I'm like, bro, it was nothing in there, not a fork, not a spoon on my dining room table. Mind you, I got a townhouse. I've been living here 2 years, so I even have stuff in the basement. My basement was empty. I had another bedroom set in my basement because my kids got a new bedroom set, so I had another bedroom set. Like, it was so much stuff to be moved out of that house. Three bedrooms, 3 full bedrooms, a living room set, dining room set, tables. Listen, it wasn't even no food in my refrigerator. All that stuff was gone, empty. The locks hadn't been changed, nothing. So it was Saturday. I knew it was nothing that I could do. I was super sad. Like, I was just crying. Like, I was so upset. I called my mama. I was crying and yada yada yada. I don't think they did that in one day because I had been in my grandma's house like a few days. They couldn't have did all that in one day. But they couldn't have did that all in one day because I be at my grandma's house a lot. I work downtown I live in Kansas. So my grandma lives closer to downtown. So sometimes I'll stay at my grandma's house, you know, so I don't have to drive all the way to Kansas, from Kansas to downtown. So anyway, okay, so I knew it was nothing I could do. It was a Saturday, it was nothing I could do. I called my mama. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. She said, I watched them. They had like 6 people take your stuff out. Exactly. Somebody else told me that they took my stuff out too. Another tenant was like, you got a diamond headboard, and I was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, they threw your shit out. So she said they did it one day. That's crazy, bro. Like, that is so wild to me. Like, this don't even sound real. This don't even sound believable. But so it was Saturday. I knew nothing I could do. I called my mom. I was crying. I was just crying. I was just going crazy. Like, bro, me and my kids, like, our clothes are there. Like I don't want to start crying on live, but like all of our stuff is like literally gone. So I'm like, oh my god, I want to stop. I might have to end this and start this over. Okay, so I called and I left a voicemail on Saturday. So today, this morning, I didn't go to work. I didn't go to work or anything. I just was like, I'm gonna go up there early in the morning. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I went. So I went up there and I'm like, what happened? Like, you know, like I come up here to talk about my unit, and they was like, well, what's going on with your unit? I'm like, my unit is literally empty. And they was like, what do you mean? I was like, it looked like it's ready for somebody else to move in. And she was like, I can't read y'all comments. I'm gonna start crying. So I'm like, it's empty. Like, it's nothing in there, bro. They like, well, like, they telling me, the property manager, she like, I didn't authorize it. It wasn't my fault. I'm like, well, it's somebody's fault. Like, all my stuff is gone. You're just trying to find anybody to blame about it. So oh my God, bro, I need to calm down. So I'm like, all my stuff is gone, and you know, like, somebody needs to give me some type of explanation. I wasn't evicted. I didn't put in like no 30-day notice. It was nothing like that, bro. I just came home one day and all my stuff was gone. So they were just like being real rude to me, and they were just like, well, we don't know. We didn't authorize it. It's not our fault. So I'm like, okay, and I keep everything. I keep record of everything. I keep everything, like, I just have everything. Like, I'm very organized with stuff like this. So it's nothing they can put on me at all. So all my T's are crossed, all my I's are dotted. I don't play about stuff like this. I'm not sloppy. I'm not unorganized when it comes to me and my kids, where we live, our car, none of that. So, anyway, I'm telling them, I'm like, it's empty. They like, we didn't authorize it, so it wasn't us. You need to make a police report. I'm like, why would I make a police report? And first she was like, well, why did you come to us first? You should have made a police report first. I said, why would I make a police report and there's no forced entry in my home? And I said, on top of that, not only was it not any forced entry, but my house was cleaned up. Like, y'all done took the trash. Y'all didn't clean this up. Like, like, bro, y'all done took everything out of here, even the basement. Nobody broke into my house. Y'all took everything out of there. So I'm like, okay, they just being hella rude. I called my mama. My mama come down there, and by the time my mama get there, they got all these people huddled up in the apartments because they know they have messed up at this point. They like, we are so sorry, and we're gonna try to do everything to help you. And I was like, well, what's going on? They like, my unit is 1331. They like, well, we had a move out in the cleanup for 1341. So our guys have messed up and they have cleaned out the wrong apartment. So I went around, before I even talked to them about that part, I went around to maintenance and I asked them, I said, let me go upstairs because I can't even hear. So I went to maintenance and I was asking them, when I was waiting on my mama to pull up, I went to all of them and I was like, who took my shit out? Like, I was going off, and I don't even act like that, but I was going crazy. I was like, who took my shit out of my house? Who did it? They was like, well, it wasn't us, because when people get their stuff out, you know, like, they hire a cleaning company to come clean it out, to throw all that stuff out. And when I was in the office, a lady was like, do you got a diamond headboard? Because I seen them throwing all that shit out. And I was like, are you serious? She was like, yeah, I seen them. She was like, they had a big red dumpster and they was throwing all your stuff out. So I'm like, wow. So I'm like, that's how you know it wasn't like, no, we know it's not a break-in. We know that part. But that's just my way of letting them know. We letting them, I mean, that's how I'm fucking reading easy comment about this dumbass party.
All right, y'all heard that was enough there, girl. They was out of line. First of all, girl, I just hate that when people are evicted, first of all, and she wasn't. Okay, let's be clear about that. But I just hate when people are evicted and all they get thrown away. Okay, now had that been just like two regular people in a room, you know what I'm saying, living together, and stuff got thrown away, then somebody would be held liable for that, girl. So even if they didn't have the money to pay you, girl, just don't be tossing that shit out like that. But I don't know, girl. I ain't no lawyer or anything like that. But, it's definitely a messy situation. And then for her to go up there to the front office and y'all trying to put it off on her, talking about some girl, well, it wasn't me. Well, BIT, that's not what I really said. I didn't necessarily say it was you, but you talking about it ain't your fault. I didn't say it was your fault, but I am asking what happened. Ma'am, what kind of is that? So you pretty much telling on yourself anyway. And why you getting an attitude with her? She's a resident, girl, paying money, which is helping you get paid. Whoo, girl, she was better than me. Girl, oh, that is just terrible. But I looked into the comments, okay, and I just want to highlight some of the things that the people had to say to Miss Girl, because, girl, this was up. Y'all got to let me know y'all thoughts on this messy situation. How you would have handled it had this been your situation. Are you familiar with something like this happening with someone else? Okay, let me know your thoughts. But let's get into these comments that I saw under her post. Okay, one lady says, they did my sister like this in Texas. They evicted the wrong apartment, and when she asked for her things, they said they threw everything in the trash and they had nothing of hers. She sued their Shaking my head, that's messed up. So then someone else, so the same girl follows up and says, wow, that's, no, I'm sorry. The girl that posted it followed up and said, wow, that is crazy. I'm sorry about that. I've literally heard of anything like this. I guess she meant to say she didn't hear anything like this. So the young lady responds and says, me neither, until her situation. I couldn't believe it. I really hope you sue the draws off them. This is really messed up. Okay. Somebody else goes on to say, don't take any agreements or arrangements with the apartment complex. Go to court and get double of what they was going to give you. Somebody else said this, okay? Don't take nothing from them. And then the young lady who had her apartment empty goes on to say, literally, because I already know they're going to try to lowball me. Like, no, all my stuff was good quality. Nothing was cheap at all, okay? Whether it was cheap or it wasn't cheap, okay, it was your stuff and they had no right to, empty out that apartment. Like, that makes no sense. So obviously somebody in the front office is not doing their job, and somebody else, I guess with the cleaning crew, ain't doing their job either. Because here's the other thing. No, it's not the cleaning crew's fault. It's the front office fault. Because how is the cleaning crew able to even get keys to this particular apartment? So y'all not doing y'all job with making the correct notes to notate which apartment should have been cleaned to begin with. So that's in the front office, period. So for the property manager or whoever that person was to be like, it ain't my fault or whatever like that, girl, it probably was your fault. Period. Y'all was wrong for doing this girl like that. And I'm with whoever said they won't take no agreements and no arrangements. I do not blame them. I won't take not a single mother one. Okay. And then I saw on the post where some people were like, use your renter's insurance or whatever. And that, you probably could use renter's insurance, but I don't think renter's insurance covers people for false evictions or whatever, or evictions as a whole, and all this stuff got thrown out. I don't know if it covers things like that. Y'all let me know. I thought it really covers like damage or floods or stuff like that. I didn't know that it covers if somebody empties your apartment. But I guess like if you was robbed, maybe it'll cover that. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know how that works, because how I'm thinking, again, not knowing fully how all of this works, but how my little mind is thinking is, I wouldn't even want to claim no renter's insurance, because I won't want to go to court and I'm suing y'all for $50,000 and my insurance company gave me 20 racks. And then the judge says to me, well, did you get any money from your renter's insurance? Did you file a claim? Yes, I did. How much did they give you? They gave me 20,000. Okay, great. You're suing them for 50. So what we're going to do is subtract the 20,000 that you're getting from the 50 and you'll just get 30,000 back. Ben, no. Okay, they finna pay for every single dime. Period. Okay, but y'all hop down in these comments, honey, and let me know your thoughts on this very messy situation. Okay, I'm Jamie. That's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.